people, viewers and subscribers, welcome back on this platform, BVI Channel 1. And I'm also Chinedu Peters, your host. And today on Biafra Discourse, we are going to be deliberating on a very interesting topic, or a very interesting matter. Everybody is talking about sit at home. And this is not the first time you may be hearing about boycott of the election. And this very important question came up. Can sit at home stop elections in Biafran land? That is the question for tonight. And when we open up the lines, you can make your submission through the lines or the number on the screen, +2348104545533. And when you tell us your opinion, you tell us how possible can sit at home stop election in Biafran land. What are the possibilities? Or if you're telling us because this is an opportunity for Biafran people to deliberate, to touch their head as a people when it comes to the agitation for self-determination. We have a standard procedure on this platform. Everybody is entitled to his opinion. Nobody has the right to undermine other people's opinion, or use or discriminate against them, or threaten them, or abuse them because they have different. Because here we respect people. And let me remind you, we must curb Taliban mentality in Biafran struggle. I repeat, we must curb Taliban mentality in Biafran struggle. Why do I use that word, Taliban? Because that is the word everybody is talking about across the world. When it comes to extremism, extreme ideology. What is extremist ideology? Extremist ideology is holding an opinion and forcing it down the throat of every other person around you. Whether they like it or not, they must bend to your own opinion, bend to your own ideology, bend to your own will. Whether they like it or not, you curb this Taliban mentality in Biafra struggle. And you and I can agree with me when you take a look at the video we've been publishing, especially the one I just published now, when I talked about Lai Mohammed, his position about Nigeria not turning into Afghanistan. We all know what has become of Nigeria, and that is why it is important on this platform we must de-radicalize our people from having the same mindset, extremist mindset in our pursuit for agitation. And also to let our people understand, I am concerned with respect to my view about Nigeria. Nigeria is on a nosedive. This is not the first time you are hearing it from me. Nigeria will eventually crash. What I am trying to do through this platform is to sensitize what could become of offices. With women in Nigeria, it is just a matter of when it will happen. So it is very important. So that we don't carry the attitude, the mentality in Nigeria, the mentality of Nigeria into Biafra. So we are looking at the future of the kind of nation, the kind of people, the kind of society, the kind of civilization we want to establish in the new Biafra. That is why this sensitization will continue. That is why we are not bending to intimidation, harassment, threat, and the rest of them, and even abuse. So this is an opportunity for Biafra people to mold an opinion that will make or sow the seed, or even establish a foundation upon which Biafra will be built upon. So this is doing our best at it. Let me try to increase the mic volume so that you'll be getting it better. Thank you for informing us that. I believe that it is a little bit better. Please, that is the best I can do for now, because some of my technical crews are not with me today to handle some of these concerns. But we must proceed. And don't forget that as we proceed, there is possibility of experiencing some kind of network problem. It has been the order of the ACs. We are in rainy season. When it starts raining, everywhere goes desire. So just understand that we speak here. If it is rebuffing, please continue rebuffing, and continue joining on this program no matter how long it takes, because we were supposed to stay here for the next 1 hour. Now let us hit the ground running. Do you think that sit at home can stop elections in Nigeria? We have witnessed a very successful sit at home exercise as a way of protest against the oppression, the subjugation, the deprivation of our people in Nigeria. We have witnessed success. Time 10-4545-533 plus 234-810-4545-533. Now, from my own perspective, many of you who have been following know and understand my perspective when it comes to elections in Biafra land. That is my concern. And I have been an advocate of politics of Biafra, because I keep saying that self-determination, independence agitation is a political process. Give us referendum if we go through the political process. And there is no way we can achieve referendum without politics of Biafra. You have to play it just like Scotland played their politics, and they were able to get referendum. Still they failed, but they will still retry. It is a political process. Now, sit at home. From my observations so far, what usually happens during sit at home is exactly what happens during elections. During sit at home, markets are closed. During elections, markets are closed. During sit at home, restriction of movement is enshrined. The same thing happens during elections. We have not yet opened the lines. We have not yet opened the lines. You can call back in about 5 minutes time. We are on a live broadcast. So, now, back to what I was saying. In sit at home, movements are restricted. During elections, movements are restricted. And you now ask yourself, what then will be the difference? The difference will be that the streets during elections are flooded with security operatives who man different polling units and strategic points to ensure free delivery of electoral materials. And you have over 2,500 polling units in Anambra State, for instance. Now, in a bid to enforce sit at home during the election day in Biafra land, how do you think that will be possible? We are going to take a look at it and place it side by side. Very important. Very, very important. I am sorry, the network is really fast. The network is really bad. I just hope we are going to get it right. I just hope we'll get it right. Nevertheless, we are still talking about sit at home. Can it work and truncate elections in Biafra land? And I've highlighted their similarities and now their disparities, the difference. So during elections, security operatives are mounted strategically on different locations to ensure distribution of electoral materials. And in polling units as well, you see security operatives in those areas. And also, understanding, hello, please call us back. Call us back in 5 minutes. Let us round up our discussion. Then you call in and make your submission. We will not open the line yet. Thank you. So now, when we talk about over 2,500 polling units, do the Biafra people, let me not just call IPOB, because it's not just about IPOB. Biafra is not just about a group. We're talking about the generality of the people. So let us not censor it to one group alone. Biafra people, Biafra agitators, let me say that, because every Biafran, everyone from the South East is a Biafra. The Biafran agitators who want to enforce it at home in order to truncate elections, what do you think could be done to ensure that, considering the in our homeland, considering that our people have not yet embraced an ideological driven political order, that they are in pursuit of 5,000. In fact, people consider election as their season to make money. And they will do everything possible to ensure that they establish that. Let's take, for instance, our people want to stay at home. Many, I can tell you, will come out because of the money the politicians will give to them. And already, as we speak in Anambra State, for instance, people are trooping out. Call for political meeting, people are there. And during sit at home, close, people will just stay in their home. But during election, because of the level of poverty and hunger, and because of the serious manipulation of the political class who are bent on truncating the process of self-determination for their people, they will always have their way. From my experience, I'm talking from my experience, I can be wrong. You will make your submission when you call. Considering the level of poverty and hunger, and perhaps if the Biafra agitators decide to use force to enforce the sit at home in order to truncate the elections, definitely it will be a head-on collusion with security operatives, and you know what the result will be. And finally, if that happens, don't forget, over 2,500 polling units. Do the Biafran agitators have the capacity to stop elections from holding in all of these places, all at the same time? That is the question we have to own that. And also, have we considered the collateral damage that will befall the Biafra territory if that happens? That means we are introducing what we call a state of anarchy, a state of lawlessness. And you all know that the central government will be very happy to introduce a state of emergency. And that thing which we have been running away will be established by force. If that is what we want, we may proceed. But it is time for us to enshrine what I call wisdom in our pursuit. Now, having said this, and many more will be said, you are free to call in now. Once you call in, we take your call. You say your name, straight to the point. What's your submission? The line to call remains +234-810-4545-533. That's the line to call in. If you are calling in, if you want to be part of the program, just call +234-810-4545. While we wait for your calls to roll in, let us quickly go to our live chat and see what we have there. Go to our live chat and see what we have there. We only read out comments that are in line with what we are talking about today, and as well acknowledge those who are watching and following, because that is part of what we do here. We acknowledge you, we appreciate you for joining this live interactive section. All right, we have Ago Isaac Osinaka. He said it can stop it very, very fast. Nobody is happy with Nigeria anymore, so we can sit at home on that day. That is what Osinaka pointed out. Said it can work very, very fast. Okay? Ago Isaac Osinaka, thank you for your submission. Let us take the first caller. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome on board. Welcome to the program. Vincent Ndubisi Alenugu. Thank you very much for joining.
Yeah, Chinedu. Thank you for joining.
Let's fire on to the question. Can sit at home stop election in Biafra land?
Can
sit at home stop elections in Biafra land?
No is the answer. Sit at home cannot stop election. If you want to try your luck, just announce sit at home on election period. In fact, you will confirm that people are different set of people. See, people are hungry, people are desperate, people are frustrated, people are angry. All these things put together determine the way people behave at any given period of time.
Okay, Andy, can you hold on? I'll come back to you. Don't cut. Let's take this caller that is calling in. He has been calling before. Hello? Okay, I think we lost him. Go ahead. Go ahead, Andy. Go ahead.
Okay, like I was saying, Chinedu, whether the sit at home will stop election, and I say no, it will not. If the intention of sit at home is to stop election, I think whoever has that idea has failed, has not gotten it right.
Why do you think it will not work?
Of course, it will not work because right here, if you are talking of people who are supporting Biafra, almost majority of our people are in love with freedom. But now the approach to achieve it is where you have discussed that. You have people from different background and opinion. So if you want to use it at home to stop election, that is where you will see people from different perspectives. As in people who say that sitting at home will not assist us to achieve Biafra. And to that extent, they will not sit at home. And there are also some people who do not believe in Biafra. They don't believe in Biafra. And you can't force them to sit at home and to believe in Biafra because you want Biafra. So, what I'm trying to say is that it's just like saying you want to conduct referendum to know people who support Biafra or not. Of course, you should expect that people who vote against it. So, in case of election, if you sit at home, some people will go and vote. At the end of the day, the minority will carry the day, and that minority could be your enemy. So, there is no way you expect 100% compliance.
Okay.
It is not possible. That's
all
what
right,
I'm saying.
we have to let you go for now. We can call you back later. Let us take this call. And the caller, you can call back. I don't know why we can't switch your calls, but you can call back. The number remains +234-810-4545-533. We have heard from Ndubi, Civis, and Enugu who had made the submissions. We are still talking about can sit at home stop elections in Biafran land, and what benefit will it have on our people, and what effect will it have, the impact it will have on our people. It's very important to talk about it so that we can forge ahead as a people, because people are looking vital to truncate elections in Nigeria, especially in Biafran land. But there are some factors which needed to be considered so that we don't do things that we will leave to regret as a people. We're talking about can sit at home stop elections in Nigeria. I'm not here to debate of politics of Biafra and the rest of them. No, but we are here to deliberate on the issue whether or not sit at home has the strength to truncate elections in Biafran land. So we'll go back to our live chat in case you want to call to join this program and to make your submission. Call +234-810-4545-533. The number is right there at the top corner of the screen. So you can call through direct line or you call us through WhatsApp. So thank you very much. We've heard from Isaac. We've read his submission. We have another caller. Hello. Hello. Sorry for that. You can call back. That newborn said, "Why is the voice low?" Okay. Sorry, I think we rectified that. We have Ike Dubai. Says sit at home with enforcing it and make it perfect. That is where the problem lies. Enforcing the sit at home will make it work. And I have highlighted the collateral damage. What will become of the land when we try to enforce sit at home on the election day? Perhaps going to the polling units, perhaps using force to tell our people not to come out, or perhaps introducing some kind of coercion. Let me not use the word threat. Hello?
Hello, is it not Chinedu?
Yeah, you are on. You're on with Chinedu Asuzu Peters on BVI Channel 1, and we are live and direct. You're on the live broadcast?
Yeah. But why this thing go off now?
It is still on. You can look at it. It is buffering because of bad network. So continue to buffer it, and we will continue getting on. We are still live and we are still live and direct. So what is your contribution with what we're talking about before we let you go?
Okay, my name is Ijoma Biafra.
Ijoma Biafra. Calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Italy.
Calling us from Italy. Go ahead, Ijoma.
Okay, my brother, I appreciate what you people have been doing. I appreciate everything. But my conclusion in this Anambra election is that I just want them to go sit at home. Because I believe that sit at home will still help us in that construction of Nigeria. You understand me? So I heard what that man is saying, that some people are. So you may say when you say that when some people go and vote, some people will come and vote, some people will not come and vote. See, there is no harm in trying. You understand me? Because I strongly believe that when they call of sit at home in every Monday, many people thought that people will not respond. But as long as people respond, people even respond more we did not expect it. You understand me? So I believe that sit at home in that election day will lead us to something. You understand me? Because
okay, you believe
everybody...
you believe it will have the same results?
Eh?
You believe that when people sit at home, it will have the same result and truncate the election?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Have you considered?
Yes, that's...
Have you considered the fact that some people might still want to come out?
My brother, see, our mind is not the same. We may be thinking like that they will not respond. But when we go on it, they will respond. You understand me?
Okay.
So we are just, so we may be thinking that they will not respond because everybody is angry. Even the small children, even the small kid that is in the smoke,
everybody
is very, very angry. See, even we that we are in diaspora, we are not happy. We are not happy. Because what these people are doing us in this place, we are not happy. So everybody is very, very angry. So I believe that when we go to that seat at home on that day of election, Anambra election, I believe that we make something out of it.
Okay, and you believe that you make something out of it, which is the election will not hold?
Yes, when we go sit at home, the election will not hold. The election will not hold. People will not come out. Let us just leave. Where they call them now, they will go. They will come out and collect the money and do this and do that. Maybe it's hunger that's making them to do that. But I believe that when IPOB, let's say when Nnamdi Kanu come out and say it and make it as this thing that day of election, everybody must go sit at home. I believe they will reply. They will listen to
So
it.
you think that Nnamdi Kanu will reverse his last position after asking people to boycott the election? He later asked people, you can now go and vote. Do you think that he will still have the same view as asking people not to go and vote this time?
Yes, we love him. Anytime Nnamdi Kanu come out and talk, I believe people will listen because Nnamdi Kanu have not dead. Nnamdi Kanu is still our leader. Even go sun, go rain, Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. So anytime he come out, even though if he boycotts the election and come out again, say that let people go back to sit at home, people will still obey him. people will still obey him.
All right, let us hope.
Yes,
Thank
he's
you.
our leader.
I just hope that the Biafran people, especially IPOB, when they call it home during the election, that it will work. But me personally, my own personal opinion, due to hunger and so many other factors that are prevailing, it may fail. I said it may fail. And there are factors that has on ground. People are out there pursuing politicians left, right, and center. And people see elections as their means of survival. And many of them will do everything possible to truncate that. And you know the politicians, it is their interest. You know, on another thing our people should understand that when Biafran on a normal day say they are sitting at home, they are not interested. It doesn't touch them. It doesn't even touch them. They don't care whether you want to sit at home for 1 year. Because they will keep stealing public funds. They are still in government. They will keep doing whatever they are. In fact, they will intensify their criminality against the people. It doesn't touch them. They are not traders, politicians. They are not traders. They are not interested in going to the market to buy stuff.
See, in our politicians' case, I blame our youth in that politician case because I know that we are the one who put them in that seat, and we are the one who's supposed to carry them down in that seat. So it's just that when we talk now, they will say we are in Biafra. Why we not come to Nigeria and be fighting for it or something like that? You understand me? But I believe that when you to rise up in that politicians, or Biafra politicians, governors, wallahi, they will succumb to us. They just look that those people, our youth, know that they are just talking. Sometimes if I'm listening to all this news, I get annoyed. They are just talking, just only talk. Once they talk anything, are talking.
Okay, finally, my sister Ada Biafra, have you heard about anything anarchy? That word, anarchy.
Anarchy, yes.
So, do you think that what you're proposing may not lead to anarchy in our homeland? Have you considered that?
It will not lead.
How?
It will not lead.
Tell us what measures that would prevent it, because it's very important.
For me, I believe that it will not lead to any anarchy. It will not lead. And if I thought that it lead, we will face it. We will face it. Those people, it's not too much for them. We will face it.
You will embrace anarchy. You know what anarchy means? Lawlessness.
Yes.
You will accept lawlessness in Biafran land. That is what anarchy means. Lawlessness. There is no government. Anybody can do as he likes.
Yes. That one will be enough. It will be okay. So that everybody will go and buy gun. Buy gun, face them. Yes. Go and buy your own gun. Hold your own gun and face them. Face them. Even if I'm a woman, I can shoot. Those people, it's too much for them. What is that? What is this? Are we going to run our land for them?
Natawa. Cool down, be cooling down.
I will come, my brother. When he said all of us we are coming back.
No,
there is nothing. What man can do? What man can do? Woman can do it. When he said all of us we are coming back.
Can you be coming down? I understand your frustration, your anger, your emotions. They are all valid. I understand it perfectly.
I am not happy.
And nobody is happy, including myself. But we are the ones here in Biafran land that are feeling the heat directly.
Look at Libya.
Can you hold on a little bit? Let's have a conversation. Let's have a very, very healthy conversation. Ada Biafra, you know, when our people in the diaspora say, when it starts, they will come down. When it starts, they will come down. It has started for a very long time. They have been killing our people on the street. Go to what is happening in Imo State. It has become a war zone. How many of our people in diaspora has come back since the killing in Imo State? Now, question I ask: how many of our people in diaspora are they waiting when the people here have been killed, finished, then they will come down?
At least we will see the seriousness of people that is there before we come.
The people that you are saying the seriousness, you already seen them.
They are not serious. They are just sitting there. Everybody is looking for money. Money.
I understand your plight. And what you must find out is that we are not radicals. Our people are not radicals. You have to understand that. Our people, despite being pushed to the wall, our people are not radicals. They are not lawless people. Our people are for all lawlessness. That is one thing you must understand. And we are not extremists. That's why you don't see people taking up on suicide mission just like that. Just like you are hearing or seeing from the other side of Nigeria. Our people are different totally. You must understand that. And one thing you must also understand is as well is that we must not allow our emotion to take our lives over. They'll take our decisions for us. Because if we do, we will commit blunder. And I want to tell our people again, calm down.
Look at this. Look at this fool where they call Uzodim Madi are calling it. He's saying that as he say God don't carry and put us inside that seat, that he will not succumb to anybody. Everything is opportunity. Opportunity what? Who put us for there?
The truth of the matter is that those men in the political corridors in Igbo land and Biafra land in general, I keep saying it, they are the biggest problem. They are the truncators. They are the race saboteurs we are seeing in this process. And don't forget, the Yoruba people are applying political process. The Fulanis we are talking about, they are using political...
It's because of the youth who have not rise up and be going to be burning their hands one by one. Because if I thought that the youth to do that, they will know what they are doing.
Calm down. You know, what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to educate our people, especially the Biafran people, is that if you have a snake come into your house, a very dangerous snake, like a etieteka, because I want to almost immediately. If you have a dozen of them enter inside your house, will you set your house on fire because you want to kill the snake? It is a question for our people. You will set your house on fire because snake entered your house. It's not possible. It is only a madman that will do that. It is only a madman that will set his house on fire without minding the children inside, without minding his properties, without minding the cost. He will set his house on fire because snake entered the house.
All I know is that let them go sit at home.
All right, thank you very much, Ada. I think we've had a very wonderful conversation, and God bless you as you continue keeping the fire burning. Don't let it down. All right, keep the fire of Biafra burning. Definitely one day we will all see the promised land. Thank you very much, my sister. God bless you.
Thank you.
That was a marathon from Ada Biafra calling me from Italy, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you very much for calling in. Let us take yet another caller and see what we've got there. Hello.
Hello, my brother. I greet you.
I greet you too. Welcome to the program. This is BVI Channel 1. Your name and where you're calling from?
Thank you so much. I'm calling from America here. This is Chinamunu.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I love this conversation, and I've been following you. In fact, I'm one of your fans.
Thank you.
Just like when the sit at home happens, the first one that happens, I see your comment and I watch your video when you said you give an advice that you don't want it to continue. Based on, you don't want them to defeat the sit at home. very good idea. And I follow in DOS, in Biafra struggle. I still doubly there. But there's one thing I want everybody to know. This thing is beyond all of us. Now the color have opened everybody's eyes. We are now know what is good and what is bad. We are now seeing what our political elite or the people called the so-called elite elders are doing to us. Now, let's start from people that will think of voting in Biafra land. Mainly, let us call it Igbo land. What do we achieve or what do we gain from these people we are voting in every proposal? You can compare with me that
they are the real problem. And mind you, we are not voting them in. Mind you, we have never voted all these people in. We have never. Our people have never voted these people in. That is the truth.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, because of this, the only solution, the only answer to this case, everybody should remain in their house, no vote in Anambra. We start from Anambra. You know, this thing happened last time. The Ohaneze and the elite, they did everything to which Nnamdi Kanu convince him to do this, do that. So Ohaneze, and not the rest. As if Nnamdi Kanu is a stubborn child. Finally, he lifted, everybody should go and vote. We see what happened.
Vote, we lifted everybody should go and vote. Vote for who? The problem is, vote for who? Who are you going to vote?
So the best thing. For us to do is we are not voting because we are
forgetting the Biafra struggle. The same people that will not go to the National Assembly and mention Biafra. Is that the people you are going to vote? So I agree with you. Listen, you see, when I talk about these things, people don't really get it right. Because you must bend down to dig out the remaining part of it. Sure. If we stand up, we have been standing up, and that is why we are continuing to bend down to dig the remaining out. The truth of the matter is that our people
and you can see where the bending down is leading to us.
Our people, you know that our people have been boycotting the elections since 1999. Do you know that?
Okay.
No, many of us don't understand that our people have been boycotting the election. I have never voted before. Even as I speak now, I have not had my own voter's card. Now. I have never voted before.
Yes.
As old as I am, in my late 30s, I have never voted for once.
Yes, I understand you, but listen, when we create that thing that everybody will be at home, everybody, the whole world, even Nigeria will see that since 1999, yes, people may boycott the election. People may boycott the election inside their house, like as you said, that they haven't voted before. Yes, but people don't know because when pulling boots, you will see people around. But this time around, there's no people who come out. That is what we are talking about, so that the whole world will see that this boycotting election is real. Edu, where are we going?
Honestly, that
Nigerian government borrowed $22.something billion. $22.something billion they borrowed. They share it to every region in Nigeria, but they didn't see it.
It is outrageous, my brother. It is outrageous. Honestly speaking.
How did you call it? Ike Premada telling us that we should relax. They are going to do their caucus meeting and to do. At the end of the day, what come out? Nothing come out from there. Okay, Anambra have built their airport, international airport in Anambra. What is happening? What is going on there? Nothing. Enugu International Airport. What is happening there? Nothing. Why should we vote again?
Calm down.
Why?
Calm down. Let me answer you why we should vote again, and not vote as we have been voting before. Can we have a conversation?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. You asked a very important question. Viewers, listen. My brother asked, why should we vote again? should vote as we have never voted before. If we are not talking about Anambra State election, though, we are no longer talking about Anambra. Anambra State election is long gone. It has been lost. It has been
Edu, my brother, hold on. Let's have a conversation as you said. When you say something, allow me to say.
I think we can have a conversation. We have been complaining. We have known. It is no longer a complaint. It's everything we know. That our problem for this self-determination conquest are the political class. They are not on the same page with us. The people and the politicians. The politicians in Igbo land, they are not popular. The people do not stand with them. I mean the masses don't stand with them. But every year, they manage to lure very few, less than 20% of us. They lure them with 500 naira because they have interest to go into power to keep stealing public funds. And they know that if Biafra is a start kind of opportunity, so they want to keep Nigeria as it is as long as they can to amass more. Now, it is our people that have subjected into abject poverty, hunger, and in penury. Of my people never voted before. We all sit on the sideline, and these people run riot with our lives. Why are we going to vote? If we must vote, then we must vote right. If we have the same way the Nigerian people vote, then we should not vote at all. If very few of us will come out because of 100 naira, 1,000 naira, and institute a government that is anti-people, that our people can no longer air their view freely, that our people can no longer be safe in their homeland, then, my brother, what are we talking about? We will continue being victims in our homeland. If our people can channel all our energy and decide that from among us, trusted Biafrans, hardcore Biafrans from the core, if we can identify them, those who are bold, those who are fearless, those who can stand up and speak and defend their people, just like Abaribe is. Abaribe is even playing politics with it. We need people who are more radical, more bold, to occupy seats of power, so that our boys will not be killed on the streets when they are out to celebrate or to protest for whatever self-determination agitation they are pursuing. So that our people, our fathers, our uncles, who are Biafran war veterans, who are passing through serious injury, sickness as a result of the genocidal war. Because if they did not stand up, perhaps we may not have a place to call our homeland today. We need people who, when they go into government, they will create a social security for these people and give them some kind of circle and take care of these old people. That is the Biafra Afugodanya, and it will boost the morale of our people. We need the kind of government in Biafra land that will go and speak up without fear. It doesn't stop anybody. We are all talking about autumn and what he's doing to defend their homeland. We need that same kind of people who will stand for our people in our homeland.
My brother, can I come in?
Then finally, finally, like we always celebrate 30th May, the Yoruba people, they did not just achieve that for only in Yoruba land, but have made it 12th June 12 as Democracy Day because of Abiola. Despite the fact that our people were the biggest victim during the Osa Abiola era and saga crisis. So what we are talking about is playing the politics of Biafra, a revolution kind of politics that will sack these criminals in power and enshrine people who will speak up, who will defend the will of their people, the Biafran people. That is what we are talking about. And how to, it is that than to stopping election. It is easier for Biafrans to take over power from these criminals if we decide to, than for us to try to stop election. Because from what I have seen so far, the Biafran people do not have the capacity to stop the election in Biafran land. That is what my opinion is. You can come in, my brother, to continue.
Okay. Thank you so much. I just keep quiet listening to you. All the whole point. All the thing you're saying, yes, you're making point, but I want you to understand this. I want you to understand one thing about Nigeria and why we decide not to have election in Biafra land. You can recall back what happened to Imo State. Imo State people, all of them vote for Emeki Hedjora. But what happened?
All of them did not vote for Emeki Hedjora.
Hold on. Then, before we could know it, somebody that even nobody knows about, just becoming the governor of Imo State today, start killing people. And he's proud telling us that he can bomb here, because India sent him an errand. Fine, good and fine. Okay, even in Anambra we are talking about now, you can see what is happening in Anambra. Is it not yesterday? The INEC included Soludo's name? Is it not yesterday? You can see how many people that come out in Anambra. You yourself, can you point one of all these candidates in Anambra that you can say that this person is somebody you trust? Then those people that can be able to work, those people that can represent us, they can never allow them to come. They will never allow all those people.
You are making a mistake. You are still pushing me towards the same people. I have not said you should go and vote for these people in power or these people contesting elections.
I'm coming. When you are talking, I just keep quiet. Listen to you. Just hold on. I'm coming.
I just want to point you on the right.
Yeah. No, I'm just giving you some analysis. Now, if you say now, okay, let's assume it. As you are saying that we should go and vote. If we go and vote now, who are we going to vote? None of them there that can represent us. None. I say by none of them. All of them, they are criminals. They are the same politicians.
You are saying exactly what I say now.
We are talking about. There is no way we can.
Excuse me.
There is no way.
You are saying exactly what I say. You are repeating exactly what I say.
This election in Biafra land.
Hello.
We want. Can we bring the people? Then people will want to come up. But for now, as the Nigeria is structured, my brother, look at the constitution of Nigeria.
Exactly. Let us not drag this thing. Both of us are saying exactly the same thing. You heard me very well when I was speaking. You are just repeating exactly what I said. I just said here that forget about Anambra election. If that one is lost already, we don't have anybody that represents our aspirations. At least as at now, none represent our aspirations. None we can trust. I said it here. I am talking about.
Yeah, but you said we should vote now. That's why I'm coming. We shouldn't vote. We shouldn't vote.
We are saying the same thing. We are saying exactly.
Thank you.
The impression I am trying to correct is our people writing off the process. We can start now to start preparing for the next 4 years or the next 8 years. we can start now to start preparing for it. That is what I am talking about. Because
if you can recall, this is what happened during B2B come out with that.
Excuse I agree with you. But it largely depends on our people. Although that all our people, let me tell you, let me make a reference to you from Emeki Hedioha. You talked about Emeki Hedioha. One, Emeki Hedioha do not represent the Biafra aspiration. Emeki Hedioha had been at the National Assembly and had been the deputy speaker, and he never for one day raised the issue of our people respected to our agitation in the house.
Yes.
He does not represent the Biafran people. He is playing, or he played the Nigerian politics. We have never played the politics of Biafra. That is what I'm telling you. What happened in Imo State had nothing to do with Biafra or the politics of Biafra.
No, I know
Because these people, whoever they want to be there, once that day, everybody come out and
listen,
whether you like it or not, whoever they want to be there will be there. So it's better for us to be in the house to show the whole world that we are not going to vote. Let them put whoever they want to put, so that the world will see that they are the one that put this person, but nobody come out there and vote.
Be coming down. Let me tell you something. We are just like spectators in what is happening in the political terrain or decision in Igbo land or Biafran land. We are just like spectators. We have not participated in the march. We have not participated in the process. Like I said, our people have never voted. We have never had what we call political ideology of the Biafran people to sack these people from office and take over power. And you know you can do it in two ways. Though. You know you can take over power in two ways. You saw what happened in Afghanistan. Afghanistan, it is a war of ideology. And they decided to take over Afghanistan through the force of arms. And let me tell you one thing. You can never defeat a war based on ideology, no matter how long it takes. And Biafra is an ideology that you can never defeat. So you can either do it in two ways, or you do it in both ways and confront Nigeria head on. You declare full-fledged war and prosecute that war and damn the consequences and take over power and declare your freedom. It's either you do it or you go through the political process. Or when you are doing one, you must engage in. Do you know that the Taliban have a political platform? The Taliban have a political hierarchy. They have their political hierarchy, and also they have their military or militant hierarchy. While they are bombing and fighting, their political hierarchy is negotiating power with the US, signing agreements and negotiations. Without that politics, they can't achieve nothing. So when you talk about insurrection, armed struggle, you also have to consider that part too. You also have to consider that part too. So no matter what you do, you must play the politics. It must. You must play the politics. You either hijack power through armed struggle or you hijack power through political struggle. And I can tell you, our people will prefer anything but not war. That is the truth. Anything but not war. Our people don't want to fight again. And that is not because they are cowards, but because they don't want to go into a battle that they don't prepare. So, my brother, what we're talking about is that no matter what you do, you must involve political process. It is a must. A must, M-U-S-T. Even if you have all the ammunition in the world fighting, you must involve the political process. So, we have to make our choice. The one of Imo State had nothing to do with Biafra. So people should stop making that as a reference. And like I said, we have not participated in the process. We need to participate in that process and overwhelm the process. Kedu ndị eji election na Biafra land, ndị Biafra? Not the politicians, so, not their children, no, not their allies. No, you don't see them carrying ballot box. You don't see it. They are your brothers, your uncles who are professors in schools.
Ndị Igbo na-ekwukwu okwu na ọwụ na Nwaokoro mere ka onye ara ụmụnne ya alụrụ ya nwaanyị.
Eziokwu.
Now, in this matter now, once we started from Anambra now, everybody sit at home, no more vote. Then they will ask what next to do. They will ask because they will say that now everybody, the Igbo land, the Anambra people, the Nigerian have spoken. There is no election because that is vote of no confidence. That we don't trust these people again. Then they will ask questions. Then we will not come up with something. Then we cannot bring our continent, whatever you are saying, the angle you are going. But right now, I support no election in Anambra. Everybody should remain. Because election in Anambra, election in Biafra, never support everybody.
Inside of me now, if you go inside my heart and open it, I pray that elections will be truncated beginning with Anambra State. I pray, I wish earnestly that during the election day, there will be no ants on the streets. There will be no, in fact, nobody will even go and carry the ballot box from the INEC office, including INEC office.
You will see it, it will happen 100%. Just believe.
I pray and I wish. That is to tell you, it is not in our hands to do. It is in the hands of the Supreme God to touch the heart of all the Biafran people and all our people in our homeland, not to do with anything regarding the election. I wish that will be possible. But let us continue.
It will, and we are heading there. It will. Just watch and see. Just watch and see. It will.
But if it fails, what happens?
It will not fail because, listen, what is government? Government for the people, by the people, for the people. We are the government. We are the government. And we are speaking.
Listen, brother, when you say it will not fail, it will never fail, that is to show that you have not planned at all. Anybody that plans effectively looks at the odds. There is nothing that will not come without the odds. Nothing is a parallel.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you any plan on air. I'm not gonna tell you any plan on air. But to bear it in mind that the Anambra election will not hold.
I'm not asking you to start saying plan. I'm telling you that we must. I just said I pray. But if that is possible, that is wonderful. But I tell you,
100% possible.
You say it is a must that it will succeed. That Honorable Naira Account appeal hopes that he will win. He hopes, he has worked hard, he has made every preparation that he will win. And for you to win, you must understand the hurdles you are going to face. And you have the capacity to overturn those hurdles. I just pray the Biafran agitators have considered them all. And part of what we are doing here is to open our people's eyes to see these are the hurdles. What plans do you have to overcome these hurdles? Thank you very much, my brother. You really made this program very interesting one. And I believe everyone is listening attentively. I appreciate you for coming on board. And that will be where we'll be wrapping it up for today. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. God bless you. As we hope.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And keep on your good work.
God bless.
Thank you.
All right, people. I think that is where we are going to wrap it up for today. Thank you all for watching. Share the video. Drop your comments. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section. When I come your way next time, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Join us in all our activities. On Tuesdays, we have our People's Parliament and Biafra discourse, just like we had today. And don't forget Good Governance Ministry. We are out from mental bondage. That is where it starts, so that our freedom will be assured. I'm signing out saying stay blessed, stay safe at all times.